Hi everyone, my name is Lisa and I'm the recruitment manager for Motus Commercials. I started with Motus, which was then Lex Commercials, back in 2003. My role was a parts administrator. I came into the business with no experience and was given the chance to learn the role and gain the knowledge. I settled in well with Motus. I had plenty of training in my role and was given the opportunity to complete an MVQ in business admin whilst in that department. Having worked in parts for a few years, I had the opportunity to move into the purchase ledger department when it was centralised and brought to Derby. I was, after a short time, given the opportunity to become team leader and spent a few years in this role, helping to implement processes into a new department whilst getting to know people around the business through having to deal with them on a regular basis. This helped me gain more confidence in dealing with the team and also with the wider company. Moving on, yet another opportunity arose for me to move into the Fiat sales department. Once again, I was given the opportunity to learn and see how things worked in sales and expand my skill set. I spent around 1.5 years in this department and I really enjoyed it. I was put on a course through Fiat to help me in my role, and although I thoroughly enjoyed my time there, ultimately my heart lay with the purchase ledger. So when the opportunity arose to become the supervisor of the purchase ledger department, I went for it. I spent a few years in this department developing my knowledge of how to manage a team and deal with the day-to-day running of the department. I attended a people management course and was also given the opportunity to gain a qualification of which I really wish I'd completed, but I let the business of the department get in the way rather than taking the bull by the horns and getting stuck in. This is the one thing I regret, as again, as always, with Motus, the offer to better myself was there. I thoroughly enjoyed this role and by now would have definitely completed my qualification, but another opportunity arose for me to move yet again, and of course this would be another chance for me to gain more knowledge in another part of Motus Commercials. After thinking long and hard about this, I went for it. I moved into my current role in 2022, and since then I have learnt so much. I've been on a few courses on people management, which has been really insightful, and I was also asked if I was interested in completing an apprenticeship in recruitment. And even though I'm a little older than some people doing apprenticeships, I jumped at the chance to gain some knowledge of the role I am in and to better myself. So here I am now. I have just completed my level 3 in recruitment consultancy, and I'm really glad I did it. It helped me develop and gain knowledge to help me with the day-to-day running of the department. Although I did enjoy doing my apprenticeship, the downside was that I had to complete my maths qualification again. Maths, let me tell you, isn't something I enjoy, never have and never will. It was tough going having to revise for my exam because it wasn't something I enjoyed, but the feeling I got when passing my exam made it all worth it. And it's given me the bug to carry on and do more learning, especially now I don't have to do my functional skills. My aim is to complete my learning to a degree level, starting with a level 5 diploma in recruitment leadership, and I have the full support of Motus and my manager who want to see me do well in all I do. This, might I add, is why I am still here 20 years later, because I've always been encouraged to better myself and have always had the support of Motus. As it stands, I have a parent who has been quite ill, so my time has been focused there these last few months, but things are looking up and I'll be reaching out to Sarah Bardens and asking her to help me get enrolled on my next level of learning ASAP. My aim is to complete my learning in recruitment management and be the best I can be in my role. My journey with Motus has been one of constant learning and developing. I was only 23 when I started with the company, and 20 years later, here I am still wanting to do more to better myself. So I think my advice to you is, 1, if you want to learn, then go for it. Don't think that you are too busy with work, because you will adjust with the support of your colleagues and manager who want to see you do well. 2, you really never are too old to develop yourself, just go for it. 3, if it gets tough, which it did for me with my maths, just push yourself, because I can assure you that the feeling of completing the one thing that made you have doubts is the best feeling in the world. So if you think you might like to get stuck into some learning and developing, then go for it. Speak to your manager or reach out to Sarah Bardens and get the ball rolling. Thank you for taking the time to listen.